Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dream of owning a home or investing in one. Today, I'd like to go over the long awaited and anticipated COVID relief bill that was just passed a few days ago. All right. Now, I did not go over all 5,580 plus pages of it. I basically searched for anything that was real estate related and just want to share that with you. In addition, I looked over Freedom Capital and I saw their synopsis, and I would like to share theirs with you as well. Okay, so many of you may have already received the money at the time of this particular recording. Otherwise, the rest of you should start receiving your money within a week. All right. Here's where things get a little fuzzy with me, because in the bill that I saw online, it still says that the unemployed will get $600 a week. However, on the news, if I'm not mistaken, it said $2,000, and that will be basically for 4 months on top of whatever state benefits the unemployed person is in. In addition, independent and gig workers should be getting federal aid as well. Businesses, particularly those affected by COVID, will be getting $300 a week. There has been an extension on the PPP and the EIDL loans as well. Moving forward, there has been the eviction ban has been extended through the end of January. There are grants that are being given to tenants who live in rural areas. There's additional rental assistance given to Native Americans. They will be renewing Section 8 vouchers. They will also be increasing the amount of housing units that were demolished and disposed of that were set for Section 8 voucher tenants. Those that are living in public housing, and also those living in homes of landlords who were receiving HUD mortgages, they would also be getting an extension and more rental assistance. But that would only be for those who have been in the Section 8 program for at least 2 years, meaning since 2018. Okay. Those who are American veterans, they will also be receiving vouchers to help them as far as paying the rent is concerned. Landlords, under this particular bill, you should be able to apply for direct assistance. And for those of you who applied for forbearance or loan modification due to COVID-19, you are going to be extended until March. Okay, so that's good news for you. For the disabled, there's going to be more money put in, number one, to developers and contractors who are building housing for the disabled and also senior housing, as well as rental assistance for seniors and for the disabled. Okay. There's also going to be money for those in assisted living facilities and intergenerational housing facilities, because you have situations where the grandmother or the grandparents, rather, have to still take care of the children, or of their children's children, rather. There's also going to be rental assistance for the unassisted elderly tenants. They are going to, according to this bill, be a little bit more stringent on doing inspections for both Section 8 housing assisted living facilities, and senior housing. Next, more money will be placed into HUD as far as counseling and assisting those with their contracts, grants, in maintaining and financing properties. So it's going to be basically these type of counseling sessions will be both for tenants and for homeowners. Nonprofit organizations are also going to get more money as far as providing legal help to tenants who are facing eviction or who speak limited English or who are disabled when it comes to housing. Okay. Next, there will be more funding going into manufacturing homes. There will be grants for single-family loans. They'll be insured. There will be more money going to nonprofit organizations who build single-family homes. These are normally going to be like churches who decide that they're going to develop a new community. Those who are developing communities of single-family homes, more money will be given to them. There will be an affordable credit given to those developers who wish to be, or who are already actually developing affordable housing in communities of low income and those that are predominantly resided by minorities. Credits will also be given to those who lost money in their real estate investments, as well as creditors that are servicing loans to individuals that were directly affected by COVID. Great news for everybody, pretty much. There will be more money placed into modifying veteran housing loans, administrative expenses to carry the account to modify these loans, and vocational rehab loans, as well as loans for the Native American veterans. Choice neighborhood vouchers. Those are organizations that normally nonprofit organizations that are trying to improve their local communities. With the exception for the Moving to Work program, they will be getting extra money as well. Another group that's going to be getting money is the Community Development Financial Institutions. These are private financial institutions that are dedicated to helping disadvantaged communities, particularly in real estate. And they are normally a lot more favorable when it comes to giving loans and grants and what have you to minorities, to minority communities. There will also be money that will be more money given towards self-help and assisted home ownership opportunity programs, which is all under HUD, all right? Money will also be given to disabled veterans who are homeowners and they may need assistance with modifying their homes, all right? So that, my friends, in a nutshell, is what has been changed, or what is in the bill. So good news for everybody. And as always, I encourage you, if you fit the description of any of the individuals that I mentioned, please visit your HUD counselor. If you don't have one, go get one. It's free. It doesn't really cost you anything. To a certain extent, you already pay for one when you pay your taxes, all right? Now, the only thing that I did not see in the bill that I kind of felt should have changed is all of the money that is going to the different countries. I understand giving money to different countries when it comes to trying to curb the narcotics situation, because there has been an upsurge of heroin recently in the streets of New York and many other streets around the country. However, there are other programs as far as helping businesses in these countries that I think they're just going a little bit overboard, and I don't feel like it helps the American people at this point in time. Let me name all of the countries out to you, because it's not like 1, 2, or 3. It's Afghanistan, Bahrain, Burma, Cambodia, Colombia, Cuba, Egypt, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Greenland, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, Libya, Mexico, Nicaragua, Pakistan, Philippines, the Russian Federation, Somalia, South Sudan, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Syria, Uzbekistan, Venezuela, Yemen, and Zimbabwe. That's a lot of countries that the United States government is taking money to assist. Again, in certain areas, I understand, but in other areas, I feel as though that government should be helping its own citizens there. And one of the things that Trump says, and believe it or not, I guess maybe hell just froze over, because I actually agree with him on this, that all the money that we're sending to these other places, they're not exactly going to turn around and be buying anything from us. Meaning, as far as building up their businesses, as far as creating, changing their legislature, is not going to help us as an American people. And I don't think that part is fair. Only give them the money, in my opinion, where it would help us in some way. Otherwise, that particular country should use it to help themselves. That's basically my opinion. Okay, now, as promised, there is a financial advisement team called Freeman Capital. You guys may want to check them out. I am subscribed to their email list, and here is a breakdown that you may be interested in that I am going to share with you that they have. Number 1, there will be more direct checks, according to the same bill, that will be handed out to individuals and couples. And immigrant families will be included in that as well. Next, as mentioned before, extra money will be given in unemployment benefits up until March 14, according to what they have. Next, $325 billion will be sent to aid small businesses. They also mention additional tax breaks that will be given to small businesses. Well, not just small businesses in general, period. There will be $45 billion in transportation aid to help out airlines, mass transit, state highways, airports, and Amtrak. There will be a food and farmer assistance program, $13 billion will be given to increase food stamp benefits by 15%. It will not extend to SNAP though. All right, so just keep that in mind. And another $13 billion will be given in direct payments to farmers and ranchers to help cover their losses. There will be protection from patients receiving surprise, and I put that in quotes, and unexpected medical bills. Next, there will be billions for vaccine testing and tracing. There will be $2 billion from going to FEMA to aid in funeral expenses. It will be distributed throughout the states to help families particularly hit with COVID. Next, there will be, well, we mentioned this before, the rental and eviction ban. There will be aid for schools and childcare. $82 billion will be going to colleges and universities. $54 billion will be going to public schools. $23 billion going to higher educational fund. And then lastly, they have that they will increase high-speed internet access throughout the United States, but particularly in rural areas. And this is definitely for someone like me who works in IT and have had to assist people since March who are working remotely, is such a relief off of my shoulder. And then also, in addition, there will be money given into telehealth, because a lot of people, unfortunately, because of COVID, they may be afraid to go to the hospital. So they'd rather communicate with their doctor virtually. So money will be going into that program as well. So, my friends, that is all I have for you today, the last day of 2020. The bill that has taken so many months to pass has finally come to pass. Keep this in mind, though. Our new administration starts January 20th. Hopefully, everything will be seamless. Biden does say that he has his own package and he is prepared to make any extra extensions that are necessary. So what I say to you is, please don't just go out and vote. Well, first of all, many of you need to make that step as far as voting is concerned. The other step that I would encourage you to do is to reach out to your local representative, your senators, your mayors, your governors, and let them know where you stand in all of this and how you have been affected. Because believe it or not, sometimes there's an oversight, and then unfortunately, to be quite honest with you, there may be some that don't care. If you find that they don't care, you can vote them out in the next election. And some of you are having elections quite soon. Okay? So, guys, again, that's a wrap. Please share this amongst your friends. Remember, each one, reach one, teach one. Bye for now, and Happy New Year.